Hey guys, we're here with Thomas, who somehow finished top 8 with Phantom Knight of all decks. I know you've been playing Phantom Knight since like you've been alive.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on this deck for the format?
I mean, it's a very competent combo big 2021 combo deck that just puts out a bunch of negates, and then just wins the game off of like negates. With a bunch of new cards that have come out, level 3 engines, it has a lot of different variants that I think are very powerful and could actually contend in the format with either Mikanko, the one I'm playing, or Punk, which has a little bit less of an end board, but can make the Calamities and other very powerful cards to essentially turn off your opponent's turn. It also has playability as Gold Pride too, which is really fun.
Awesome. Well, let's just get right to the list then.
Yep. So as classic, 3 Torn Scales. I'm actually playing 3 Cloak over 2. I just like the 3 ratio in a 60-card deck like I'm playing. And then 3 Boots. 2-3 Boots is usually the ratio. You want 3 mainly because in grind games the third one will come up. 1 Gloves and then 1 Greaves. This card has come up so many times today, I was surprised. Then 3 Tour Guide, my 2 Burning Abysses. Don't want the gold, trying to find like secret something. It's just amazing starters. With Kagamucha, it blocks the Ash and it just gets you your entire combo. Then we've entered my Mikanko engine. So I'm playing 3 Hare, 1 Huli, and 1 Nini. Nini's insanely powerful in a grind game. Lets you take control of cards, indestructible when it's equipped. Just really long, it makes the game longer, especially against Labyrinth. Against Labyrinth, Nini or Huli can really just grind the game until you can just kill them for game.
So what are the effects that really add to this kind of deck?
So Huli, when you control Mikanko that's equipped with a quick spell, your Mikanko cards cannot be targeted. So it protects all your Mikanko cards from their Compulse or their whatever trap that bounces one. This is just Searcher, and then all the equipped spells have the card line of text. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects, so it protects them also. And then this is a creature swap, which is very good. There's no creature swap. I am Change Heart. Next, Reyno and Gearfried. These are my Synchro engine off of Mikanko, and this is searched off of Isolde till I need a search target. Then this is my fusion engine. So I'm playing 3 Predaplant Orphis Scorpio and 1 Darlingtonia Cobra. Okay. On summon, I discard 1 to summon this from deck, and when this is summoned, I search for a fusion card, which brings me into DPE.
Nice.
And in the past, I was playing 2 Malicious, 1 Denier, and I was testing this out for today. It's fine. I still like the more body for the next turn. And then my hand trap lineup, I'm playing minimal hand traps. I've been trying to get more for this deck, but it's hard to cut cards with a 60-card big pile. So I think Ghost Ogre is decent this format. I'm playing Ghost Ogre because of Psychic for emergency teleport, and Ash Dash. 3 the aforementioned Kagamucha Knight, Chain Blocks Ash for Tour Guide, extra body, 2 level 3s is usually full combo, does a lot for the deck. 2 Dangers, debating if I cut them for more Psychics, not sure. You only play the level 3s, you might play 3 Nessies if you want to, but I'm not. 1 Wielder, just an extra body, I had 1 extra slot, so I flew through this in. Rhoda, Foolish, Called By, Trifecta, and a Warrior in my deck. Then 3 of the aforementioned Itali. Then the best board breaker in Mikanko ever, Arboresque.
What does this do?
Equip spell. Once per turn, it says effective once per turn. Bounce the equipped monster to the hand. Special summon Mikanko from deck. You can equip it to an opponent's monster.
Okay.
So you can bounce their monster to summon one of yours.
Oh wow.
Huge board breaker. Forces out a lot of baits. It forces off pops. Fire Dance, Mayo Shidori. Fire Dance is a Reborn, and then you can summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard. It does come up for the battle damage of the Mikanko's. And then Mayo Shidori is just extending, and grinding out. You can activate the grave to summon a Mikanko and equip it. So you just start grinding out the games very long. Then the Fusion Destinies.
Okay.
DPE is still great, still powerful, wins games. Then my trap lineup, my Phantom Knight traps. I was testing this out today. I still prefer Wings. Just want to see how it would play out. I would recommend Wings if you're playing Wings. This is just the extra body. It does come up very, very often if you're making it gold. And then I'm only playing 2 Fogblade because 3 gets too you draw. If you play 3, you don't want to draw them really. You want to really search them. So you're only playing 2, and the second one does come up. and then the Mikanko Promise for the trap. This is what gets out Nini during opponent's turn. You search it off of Huli to get this, then this will summon Nini during opponent's turn, equip it with Mayo or whatever you have engraved, and then that's your Change of Heart. Then the extra. So start with Cherubini. Cherubini is your main starter. It gets your entire engine going. Dump for cost is insane. Imperming it does actually do something because it makes all the Burning Abysses destructible. So it forces the player to immediately go into Bardiche instead of going for the F-Zero package, where you play 2 Leviers, because Levier is not once per turn, so you can loop Levier, Burning Abyss summon the Levier at level 3, second Levier, Burning Abyss thing, and then you overlay these 2 for the F-Zero package. And then that's your protection from Nib, and it also baits out an early Nib, so you can start comboing later. Then 1 Breaksword, 1 Zeus. The weird thing about Breaksword is that I'm not playing a rank 4 for Breaksword, so it's off. I'm trying to find another dark XYZ that I can play that protects itself to play instead of Breaksword, because you really want to pop off of Bardiche. And then Zeus is Zeus. Then Bardiche, just one of. Bardiche is great, Bardiche is god. 1 Isolde, 1 Appaloosa. Isolde is your Mikanko engine starter, and Appaloosa you put all your links into it and your special thing that we'll show for later. DPE as I mentioned before, and then my Synchro engine.
Okay.
Cupid Pitch, Blackwing Dragon, and Blackwing Assault Dragon. So this is your level 8 to make off a Cupid Pitch, and then you link this off with your Isolde and another monster into Appaloosa, and then you banish these 2 from the grave to summon Blackwing Assault Dragon, which is the Masquerade and a Dark Hole.
Does this come out on like your typical end board, or is it just more
typical end board?
Okay.
Typical end board. If any 2 warriors usually get to do this, and Appaloosa, really amazing. And then Underworld Goddess, because Underworld Goddess is winning games now. Now my sideboard. 3 Ghost Bell. I don't have the space to main it, so I'm siding it. 2 Raigeki. These should be Lightning Storms. I don't have Lightning Storms, so I'm playing these. And 1 Harpies.
Okay.
3 Cosmic. These used to be MST, but Labyrinth has forced me to use Cosmic now. 3 Anti-Spell. We all know Anti-Spell. It's very fun, very interactive. And then my special jank for today. 3
What the
penalty
heck is
game.
that? What does this do?
If your opponent has 4 cards in their hand, you can activate it. Then you choose 1 effect. They can't draw during the next draw phase, or they can't activate spell traps for the rest of the turn. This can shut off Branded sometimes.
Okay.
They'll have Mirror Jade, or they'll have like a few cards, and once they get a 4, you activate it. They usually just have to like do a little bit and pass.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile. Any last shoutouts?
Not really any shoutouts. But shout out for you for watching the video.
Awesome. Well, take care.